Welcome the Anointed One to this very specific moment in time. Some people studied you like a curious science project only to realize too late you were the scientist the whole time. They watched you walk straight into a storm that was supposed to completely destroy you. They eagerly waited for your inevitable physical and mental collapse. They expected you to shatter into a million pieces and never recover from the blow. But you absolutely refused to break and fall apart under their heavy pressure. Instead, you did something that deeply terrifies their minds. You survived an absolute destruction, and you came out carrying a completely different spiritual frequency. They witnessed a fragile human being walk into the blazing fire, and now they are terrified as they watch a god walk out of the ashes. And right now they cannot explain your existence. You have become the ultimate question mark in their neat worldly equations. Chosen One, lock your attention on my voice right now. That sudden urge to scroll past this message is not a random accident. The enemy has been working overtime against you for one simple reason. He knows your entire reality shifts the moment you understand the massive spiritual transformation that just took place inside your soul. You did not find this message by mere chance. The algorithm did not bring you here to waste your precious time. This is a divine appointment, scheduled before the earth was laid. I know exactly what your daily life has felt like lately. You are waking up at 3 in the morning with a heavy weight on your chest, and the right words never seem to come out when you try to explain it. The atmosphere in your own home feels completely strange to you this week. You feel like a wandering stranger walking through your own familiar life. The exhaustion is settling deep into your bones and making every step feel incredibly heavy. You notice that casual conversations simply stop the moment you walk into the room, and you constantly wonder if you did something terribly wrong to make people pull away. You are not imagining these strange things happening around you. You are not being too sensitive or overly paranoid about their shifting behaviors. What you are sensing in the air around you is completely real and valid. I am confirming your deep spiritual intuition to you right now. The people suddenly pulling away from you are not truly rejecting you. They are sensing a higher frequency they cannot yet understand, and it makes their unhealed spirits feel deeply uncomfortable in your presence. They fondly remember the old version of you that they could easily control and manipulate. That old accommodating version of you is completely dead and buried in the past. You survived the very thing they honestly thought would finish you for good. They meant to destroy your light, but instead they accidentally developed your power. You endured a season of absolute isolation that felt exactly like a relentless punishment. And you sat in the dark, wondering why heaven left you entirely alone to fight those battles. But that intense isolation was never a punishment meant to break you. It was a brutal preparation for the exact spiritual mantle you are carrying right now. That empty room was not concrete evidence of your spiritual disqualification. It was undeniable evidence of your divine selection and your unique calling. God intentionally cleared the room so he could finally speak to you without any toxic, worldly interference. You had to survive that blazing fire entirely alone, so you could learn the true, invincible strength of your own spirit. You are the very first one who survived a destruction exactly like that. Stay with me until the very end of this vital message. If you carelessly turn away now, you will absolutely miss the profound understanding that prepares you to receive your ultimate breakthrough. In the next few minutes, I am going to reveal exactly why your powerful presence unsettles them so deeply. I will completely expose the dark lie that has been keeping you trapped in endless doubt. I will also give you the exact daily declaration that activates your complete inner power. Do not click away before you receive what is rightfully yours. But before we go any further into this revelation, I want to hold something very important in front of you. This is something that was discovered not inside a quiet church, but inside a highly advanced research laboratory. And it recently won the highest scientific recognition available in the world today. Most chosen ones have never been told about this incredible scientific discovery, because it perfectly explains something I know you have deeply felt in your soul for years. You clearly feel the massive gap between the person you know yourself to be and the limited version of you that seems available only in rare flashes. I will show you exactly what these brilliant researchers finally found, but I cannot reveal it to you just yet. First, you must fully understand the exact nature of your painful loss. Hold this powerful question in your mind as we continue this journey together. What if the frustrating gap between your potential and your reality is not a character flaw? And what if it is not a tragic lack of faith or personal discipline? What if this invisible gap actually has a specific scientific name that explains everything? The truth about your suppressed power is much closer than you could ever think. You thought you were being cruelly punished by the universe. You looked around at the collapsing pieces of your life, and you honestly assumed you did something terribly wrong. But the universe absolutely does not operate like that. The intense pressure you felt was not a curse meant to destroy you, because it was a divine forge designed to purify your resilient spirit. Pure gold is always purified in the hottest fire. The enemy does not waste premium spiritual attacks on people without premium divine assignments. Your incredibly heavy spiritual warfare is actual proof of your magnitude, and the sheer intensity of the opposition you faced recently proves exactly how much dormant power you carry inside your beautiful soul. They eagerly tried to bury you in the dark dirt, but they completely failed to realize that you were a sacred seed. Everything you patiently endured was never wasted pain, and it was the exact, rigorous training required for your new spiritual identity. Your painful isolation was actually a holy consecration meant to protect your vital energy. You are not the tragic, misunderstood victim of this story. You are the chosen one who miraculously survived, and the profound reason you feel so disconnected right now is highly critical for you to understand today. You have been carrying a heavy diagnostic radar all your life, while you constantly feel invisible energy that others completely ignore. But something has been heavily interfering with your spiritual signal lately. You know deep down in your bones that you carry a higher potential than you currently express. You watch ordinary people succeed effortlessly, while you struggle in heavy silence, and your finances refuse to grow despite your hard work. Here is exactly what they never told you about that painful struggle. The real gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not a simple matter of willpower. It is not about having more personal discipline or a better daily routine. It is certainly not a tragic lack of faith on your part. It is actually one single brainwave that the modern world deliberately suppressed in you. This silent theft happened long before you ever had the fair chance to claim your divine inheritance. The scientific community finally has a specific name for this invisible block. They call it the gamma frequency. Gamma is the exact brainwave your beautiful mind was naturally running when you were just a young child, back when brilliant ideas came to you so easily and effortlessly every single day. When learning entirely new skills felt like an effortless and natural joy, and you somehow magically knew things long before they actually happened. When the whole universe felt like it was completely and totally on your side, you felt that effortless genius radiating through your entire body. The way the world just worked in perfect harmony with your pure desires. That was your brilliant gamma brainwave, operating at its absolute maximum capacity, and it was forcefully taken from you without your consent. Cold and demanding adulthood finally arrived at your front doorstep, and the modern world went straight to work on your brilliant, open mind. The constant financial stress and the endless glowing screens are constantly draining your precious mental energy. It is the brutal daily survival routine that slowly drains your vibrant soul day after day. The rigid school system aggressively trained you to blindly conform instead of beautifully create. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed just a little bit further. It was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface of your conscious mind, while the demanding world forced your compliance and quietly stole your magic in return. It continued until the glorious version of you with a photographic memory and lightning intuition went completely silent. The version of you with the kind of luck that makes others nervously whisper simply faded away. When your gamma signal fades, your natural genius fades right along with it. Your sharp intuition completely dulls down. The amazing daily synchronicities suddenly stop happening for you. The magical sense that the universe is actively working with you goes totally and completely silent. You are left wondering what you did wrong to lose that special cosmic favor. Most ordinary people will live their entire lives without knowing this tragedy happened to them. But you are definitely not most people, and the mysterious question I asked you to hold a few minutes ago, the vital question about a hidden gap and a scientific name, the beautiful answer is much closer than you could ever imagine. What if everything you have struggled with is not a deep character flaw at all? What if your failing relationships and blocked finances are not your fault? What if it is simply a suppressed frequency waiting to be switched back on? But here is where the narrative of your journey delves far deeper than most are willing to perceive, and the ultimate truth about your restoration is waiting just ahead. Coming up in just a moment, I am going to reveal exactly how this block operates. I will show you the deeper root of this frequency suppression. But first, this profound truth must land deep in your spirit. Let this settle like solid bedrock before we take the next step. Here is the exact truth about your changing circle. The people pulling away from you are not truly rejecting your presence. They are sensing a massive shift in your spiritual frequency, and they simply cannot understand the intense new energy you are radiating today. They are grieving the old, weak version of you that they are about to lose. You are vibrating on a completely different plane of existence now. You look in the mirror and you think the heavy years have broken you down. You see the deep, tired lines of exhaustion etched onto your face. You feel the heavy weight of survival settling deep in your aching bones. But you have not been aging through this terrible ordeal. You have actually been molting. You are shedding the heavy artificial layers the world forced you to constantly wear. Think of the magnificent eagle when it reaches the middle of its long life. Its heavy feathers become old, and its sharp beak becomes incredibly dull and weak. It must fly alone to the highest dark mountain and shatter its own beak against the hard rocks. It painfully pulls out its own heavy feathers, one by one, in the cold, freezing wind. The eagle must endure absolute isolation in the dark before it can fly again. It looks like absolute tragedy and death to anyone watching from down below. The noble eagle seems completely naked and entirely vulnerable to the harsh elements, but that dark, brutal cave is not a tragic tomb of destruction. It is a divine womb of massive spiritual restoration. The eagle is quietly forging a brand new weapon to dominate the high skies once again. You are doing the exact same thing in your silent room right now. The heavy hammer strikes the glowing steel on the hard iron anvil. The violent blows are not meant to destroy the solid metal at all. They are meant to carefully shape it into an incredibly sharp and deadly blade. The hot fire and the heavy hammer are simply the essential tools of the master blacksmith. You were placed on the anvil of the universe for the last few years of your difficult life. They witnessed a fragile human being walk into the terrifying blazing fire. They thought the flames would consume your gentle heart and burn you to ash. But the divine fire only burned away the heavy chains holding your spirit down. You walked out of that furnace carrying the undeniable presence of absolute mastery. You stepped out vibrating with a new frequency that commands the very atmosphere around you to completely shift. Moses had to completely leave the noisy comfort of the royal palace behind him. He walked alone into the silent, barren desert to finally see the burning bush. God intentionally cleared the room so he could finally speak to him without any worldly interference. Your profound isolation was exactly like that silent, holy desert. Heaven removed the noisy crowd, so you could finally hear your own authentic voice again. Every single tear you cried in the dark was quietly collected and transformed. What you currently carry in your soul is absolutely not a tragic wound. It is a highly calibrated spiritual weapon. The extreme sensitivity they constantly told you to hide is actually a powerful cosmic radar. The immense depth that made you feel like you were too much is your greatest gift. It gives your words the heavy weight to shift massive atmospheres. And that is the exact profound reason this deeply isolated season happened to you. It was never designed to break your spirit or destroy your beautiful heart. It was carefully orchestrated to prepare you for your ultimate divine assignment. That is the very first thing I promised to reveal to you at the beginning. Your painful isolation was undeniable evidence of your holy selection. You were never truly broken or mentally defective in any way. You were simply built from the very start for a completely different spiritual frequency. The people around you operate on a normal low channel of basic survival, but you are naturally wired to operate on the highest frequency of abundant creation. When a master walks into a room of beginners, the sudden energy shift makes everyone else feel highly uncomfortable. Their discomfort is absolutely not your personal problem to fix or gently manage. You are not meant to dim your brilliant light just to keep their dark shadows comfortable. You are meant to blaze so brightly that the shadows simply cease to exist. The universe is violently shifting massive things out of your way right now. Heaven is actively making room for the incredible magnitude of your true calling. But once that profound, empowering truth fully clicks into place inside your mind, you are finally ready to understand the very next layer of this mystery. There is a much deeper hidden root, quietly operating beneath every single season of your life. And if you do not see this hidden root clearly, it will keep holding you back forever. Coming up in just a moment, I am going to expose this hidden root completely. I will show you exactly what has been secretly blocking your massive breakthrough from the inside out. But first, this incredible truth about your new frequency must land deep in your spirit. Let this powerful reality settle like solid bedrock before we go any deeper into the dark. Here is that deeper root I promised to expose to you today. The thing quietly blocking you is not the enemy attacking from the outside. It is the intense fear radiating from the people closest to you. They are terrified of the spiritual magnitude you now carry in your soul. They watched the crushing weight fall directly on your shoulders, and they eagerly waited for you to finally collapse so they could step in as your hero. They honestly expected your gentle heart to finally turn bitter and cold. They wanted to see you break down and beg the world for basic mercy. Because if you had shattered completely under the pressure, they could have easily kept you small and dependent on their conditional love forever. But you absolutely refused to play that tragic role in their small story. Instead of breaking down, you absorbed the blazing heat of that terrible fire. You did not just survive what should have completely broken you into pieces. That intense fire actually developed you into something they cannot ever control. And that is exactly why your current existence deeply unsettles their minds today. You are living, breathing proof that their worldly limits do not apply to you at all. When you operate on this new, elevated frequency, it exposes their own hidden shadows. Your bright light naturally forces them to look at their own unhealed spiritual wounds. They do not understand how you can still love deeply after being betrayed so badly, and they cannot fathom how you maintain such profound peace in the middle of absolute chaos. Your very presence is a loud spiritual confrontation to their comfort. Some people studied you like a fascinating science project for a very long time. They carefully watched your every move to find your secret breaking point, only to realize too late that you were the brilliant scientist the entire time. You were quietly observing their true intentions, while they thought they were cleverly fooling you, because your silent intuition was constantly reading their dark energy. They cannot handle the heavy truth that you see right through their fragile masks. You have always been the highly sensitive empath who feels the invisible energy in the room. You can instantly sense the unspoken words lingering heavily in the tense atmosphere. They try to gaslight you and tell you that you are just imagining things, but you are a powerful discerner who knows the absolute truth without asking. You must completely stop trying to explain your spiritual evolution to these people. They simply do not have the proper spiritual vocabulary to understand your new language. You are speaking the high frequency of abundant creation and divine cosmic alignment, while they are still speaking the low frequency of fear and basic daily survival. You cannot translate a massive cosmic revelation into a small language of doubt. You are currently standing right between two very different identities in this season. The old fragile identity is rapidly dissolving into the distant past right now, and the powerful new identity is exactly what heaven is birthing inside you today. You were never meant to be everyone else's personal savior or perfect emotional sponge. You were meant to carry one specific assignment that only you can fulfill. They meant to destroy you completely, but instead they accidentally developed your ultimate power. Now they simply do not know what to do with you anymore. You have totally outgrown the small restrictive boxes they tried to force you into. The heavy spiritual warfare you endured was just solid proof of your massive calling. You are a frequency master stepping fully into your divine inheritance right now. You must realize that their current distance is actually a massive divine protection. God removed them from your immediate circle because their low frequency was anchoring you down, and you cannot fly to the highest spiritual mountains while dragging their heavy emotional baggage. The sudden isolation you feel is just the necessary clearing of your sacred runway. Heaven is making plenty of room for your massive upcoming elevation. Your spiritual DNA was completely recoded during those long nights of crying alone. You became incredibly resilient and spiritually bulletproof through that intense, silent suffering. When they look into your eyes now, they do not see the old familiar victim. They see a fierce warrior who conquered the very demons they are still secretly running from. That is why they suddenly look away when you speak your truth. But even as you realize this empowering truth, there is still one more piece missing. You feel the new power, but you also feel the lingering exhaustion from the long fight. There is a specific reason why your physical brain feels so incredibly tired right now, and it has nothing to do with your spirit being weak or fundamentally broken. The modern world actually left a hidden lock deeply embedded inside your mind. Coming up in just a moment, I will reveal the exact scientific mechanism behind this exhaustion. I will show you how brilliant researchers finally proved your intuition is a measurable frequency, and I will share exactly how you can easily unlock this hidden door forever. But first, you must release the heavy need to be understood by them. Let this total freedom settle in your soul before we continue. The spiritual weight you carry is not just an invisible, mystical feeling. It is a highly measurable biological frequency. For decades, the harsh modern world tried to convince you that your deep intuition was just an overactive imagination, and they constantly told you to ignore that quiet voice inside your head. They wanted you to believe you were simply too sensitive for the real world, but your spirit always knew the absolute truth about your unique design. And now, the rigid scientific community is finally catching up to your innate wisdom. Brilliant researchers quietly studied the brains of highly intuitive children and profound spiritual masters because they wanted to understand exactly why some people effortlessly manifest their reality. What they discovered completely shattered their conventional worldly models. They found that your deep spiritual gifts have a very specific neurological address. Your amazing intuition and your instant inner knowing are directly powered by the gamma brainwave. This is the exact frequency of absolute mastery and instant cosmic connection. When you were a young child, your brain naturally operated on this magnificent high frequency. That is exactly why you could instantly sense the heavy energy in a quiet room. You simply knew things long before adults ever spoke the words out loud. But as you grew older, the relentless, heavy pressure of modern daily survival took over. The constant financial stress and the endless emotional trauma slowly suppressed your natural gamma signal, essentially forcing your magnificent brain to downgrade to a much lower survival frequency. This tragic suppression is exactly why you feel so mentally exhausted right now. Your physical brain is running on the wrong energetic fuel every single day. You are a high-performance spiritual engine being forced to run on cheap, worldly oil. No wonder you feel completely drained when you try to operate in their normal environment. Your brilliant mind was never meant to grind through endless daily anxiety and crippling fear. It was beautifully designed to glide effortlessly on the high frequency of abundant creation. Your extreme exhaustion is not a sign of spiritual weakness at all. It is simply the heavy biological cost of suppressing your true divine nature. But before we go any further into this revelation, I have to tell you something very important. It is something the powerful people who profit from your exhaustion absolutely do not want you to know, because your awakened mind is a direct threat to their control. A dedicated team of neuroscientists working quietly away from the loud headlines made a massive breakthrough. They discovered exactly how to bring this dormant brainwave back to life. You do not have to spend years in silent meditation that most busy people cannot sustain. You do not need to buy biofeedback machines that cost thousands of dollars and require a clinical setting. They discovered a way to restore your power through something far simpler and much more elegant. It uses a specific engineered sound frequency. This powerful frequency is carefully designed to guide your brainwave patterns back to their original state. It gently restores the effortless genius state you were naturally born with. Researchers at Princeton University studied this incredible phenomenon extensively, and the famous Einstein Center in Berlin officially confirmed these amazing results in their own independent clinical labs. Science is finally proving what your spirit has known since the very beginning. Even Columbia University found something absolutely incredible about this specific frequency. They discovered that when this gamma brainwave is properly reactivated, it does not stop with you. The high frequency actually radiates outward and begins to positively influence the people around you. It touches your beautiful children and it heals your closest personal relationships. Your restored energy literally shifts the entire atmosphere of your home. It takes only 7 minutes a day to start seeing this massive spiritual shift. That is all it requires of you. It begins working deep inside your mind the very first time you close your eyes and listen, and you absolutely do not need to try harder or force anything to happen. You just let the frequency gently do what your tired brain is desperate to receive. I will tell you exactly what this is called and how to access it before this message ends. I will show you exactly how to reclaim your lost power today. But first, there is something critical you need to understand about your long delay. There is a specific reason why your massive breakthrough has been held back for so long. The thing quietly blocking your path is absolutely not the enemy you think it is. It is a hidden block located deep inside your own internal belief system. And if we do not expose this final block right now, you will keep sabotaging your own elevation. Coming up in just a moment, I will confront this hidden shadow completely. But first, this incredible truth about your scientific restoration must land deep in your heart. You are not broken, and you are not permanently damaged by the heavy storms. Your immense power is just waiting to be switched back on. Let this profound relief wash over you before we pull up that final hidden root. But here is the exact part no one wants to hear today. And I say this to you with absolutely nothing but pure love. You have been looking outward for the source of your long delay. You constantly scan the horizon for the next big spiritual attack. You think the enemy is actively blocking your final breakthrough. But the heavy resistance is no longer coming from the outside world because the battlefield has shifted to your mind. The sudden aggressive attacks from those toxic people have completely stopped. The loud storms of daily chaos have actually quieted down around you, but you are still standing completely still in the middle of the open road. And here is where it gets truly confrontational for your gentle heart. We must look honestly at a very subtle snare holding you back. The dark thing keeping you trapped right now is not a demonic force. It is simply that some quiet part of you is terrified of your own power. You are deeply afraid of what will happen when you finally activate your full potential. You spent your entire life being heavily punished for being way too much, so you learned to expertly hide your massive light to keep everyone else feeling safe. You made yourself remarkably small just to survive their constant heavy judgment and lack of power. This is absolutely not a harsh accusation against your beautiful heart. It is the loving diagnosis that finally sets you entirely free today. You are actively holding yourself back because you know this new frequency changes absolutely everything. If you fully step into this blazing light, you can never go back to playing small. And playing small is the only safety your tired inner child has ever truly known. You are secretly terrified that your ultimate success will isolate you completely. You worry that your intense high frequency will drive the last few remaining people away, but you are suffocating your own bright spirit just to maintain a false peace. You cannot keep shrinking yourself to fit into rooms you have completely outgrown. The heavy protective armor that saved you in the past is actively choking your peace now. You have mistakenly confused your deep fear of rejection with holy humility. But true humility is never about denying the massive gifts God placed inside you. True humility is boldly stepping into your divine assignment without any timid apologies. You do not need to constantly apologize for the immense weight of your unique calling. You were perfectly designed by heaven to carry these specific spiritual gifts. The enemy completely failed to destroy your soul in the roaring fire, so he planted a subtle lie inside your mind to make you destroy yourself. He convinced you that your divine power is somehow dangerous or deeply arrogant. But your massive inner power is the exact holy tool required to heal your entire bloodline. It is the sacred master key that effortlessly unlocks your abundant daily reality. You have to actively break your silent agreement with smallness right now. You must completely release the heavy need to be constantly needed by broken people. They will survive without your endless emotional sacrifices and your constant daily rescuing. It is finally time to let them carry the heavy weight of their own unhealed choices. You are absolutely not responsible for managing their comfortable dark choices. Your only true responsibility today is to fiercely protect the brilliant frequency you carry. You are the designated cycle breaker for your entire complicated family tree. You are the chosen one who finally walks completely out of the dark valley, and you simply cannot lead them to total freedom if you are still pretending to be weak. You must boldly claim the massive authority that is given to protect you. This is the critical juncture where your entire spiritual reality shifts forever. The long, exhausting season of painful preparation is totally and completely finished. You have passed the brutal test, and you have successfully survived the absolute darkest night. Now you have to make a final conscious choice to accept your total victory. You cannot keep living your daily life completely trapped when the war is finished. Everything you bravely endured has brought you to this very specific moment in time. You are standing at the absolute edge of your massive, promised breakthrough, but you must drop the heavy baggage of inner fear before you take the final step. Coming up next is the pivotal activation moment I promised you at the very beginning. We are going to permanently seal this profound revelation together in just one step. I am going to give you the exact daily declaration that breaks every remaining chain. This is the powerful spiritual activation that fully releases your suppressed gamma frequency. But first, you must consciously forgive yourself for playing small for so many long years. Take a deep breath and let all that heavy, false guilt wash away completely. You are finally ready for what comes next. And here it is today. This is the ultimate declaration I promised you at the very start of this message. This is the exact moment where your entire reality shifts forever. This is what permanently seals everything heaven just spoke into your tired heart. Place your right hand firmly over your beating heart right now. Speak these powerful words out loud with me today. I completely release every agreement I ever made with smallness. I release the heavy need to be needed by broken people. I step fully into my divine assignment without any timid apologies. My profound isolation was holy preparation and not a punishment. My massive breakthrough is absolutely not coming tomorrow. It is already here, moving fiercely inside my soul today. I walk forward, knowing I am chosen and completely prepared. I am exactly where I am supposed to be right now. Some messages do not just inform your busy mind. They powerfully activate your dormant spirit. If something stirred deep inside your spirit just now, you are finally ready for what comes next. If you felt the absolute truth of what I said land in your soul, this is for you. This is not for every casual person watching this video today. It is only for the chosen ones who already know. The important question I asked you to hold at the beginning of this message: what if the massive gap in your life is not a character flaw? What if it actually has a specific scientific name? Here is the undeniable answer you have been waiting for. A specific, brilliant frequency called the gamma brainwave was running in you as a young child. Princeton University studied its massive connection to effortless genius. The famous Einstein Center in Berlin officially confirmed this powerful state in their labs. Columbia University found that restoring this wave positively influences everyone around you. A dedicated team of neuroscientists led by Dr. Robert Lake spent years working in silence. They successfully compressed the entire clinical protocol for gamma reactivation into just 7 minutes. But before I tell you what they actually built, let me tell you about two people who used it. A tired nurse from California had desperately tried absolutely everything. She tried meditation, daily prayer, and the law of attraction for many years. Nothing broke the heavy fog surrounding her difficult life. 2 weeks after listening daily, she said the blocked channel simply opened. Her marriage beautifully transformed, and her daily life now feels enchanted. A struggling man from Texas started using it to improve his business focus. 2 months later, his wife joked that his intelligence had jumped 20 points. The hardest daily problems started easily solving themselves while he slept. He said his brain was finally running on what it was always supposed to run on. That is exactly what Dr. Lake and his dedicated team built. They call it the Genius Song. It is absolutely not a generic meditation app. It is a 7-minute audio track using advanced brain entrainment technology. You just put on your headphones and close your tired eyes. You simply relax and let the frequency do all the work. The Genius Song is absolutely not for everyone today. It is only for the chosen one who has already done the heavy inner work. If your spirit confirms this is for you, the path is wide open. Biofeedback sessions cost hundreds of dollars per hour in a clinical setting, but this is available to you today for a mere fraction of its true value. 4 incredibly powerful bonuses come absolutely free with your access. You get an audio track designed specifically for your children to find focus. You receive the original prosperity text that secret societies used for wealth. You also get a guided visualization and a daily habits guide. These tools perfectly sustain your new gamma state beyond each listening session. Here is the deeper truth about waiting for a better time. The massive blessing that has been arranged for you does not arrive as new information. It arrives as a clear recognition of what is already there. The chosen one who restores the receiver today finally sees what was always waiting. Waiting is not a neutral act because the arrangement is already in motion. Do not look for this specific frequency on YouTube or Spotify. The fake tracks circulating under similar names on those platforms have absolutely no brain entrainment technology encoded. They will only lower your vibration instead of lifting it higher. The only authentic version is available through the protected link that has been placed below. The loving universe requires absolutely no financial risk from you. If you do not feel the massive shift, every single penny is returned to you. That is an energetic exchange governed by complete divine trust. You are fully protected by a 100% money-back guarantee. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment below. But you must remember that the tool is never the final destination. The tool merely restores the broken receiver so your beautiful destination can be clearly recognized. God does not require you to purchase anything to be unconditionally loved. What was just described is simply one valid way the receiver is restored. Whether that specific path is for you or not, the absolute truth of this message belongs to you entirely. The massive breakthrough you seek is already moving toward your life. Now let us go deeper into what is waiting for you. The season of intense preparation is finally complete. You are standing on completely different spiritual ground right now. You are absolutely not the same person who started watching this video today. The old heavy version of you has officially dissolved into the distant past, and you are no longer meant to walk backward into a painful life you have outgrown. Your new assignment officially starts right now. Tomorrow morning you are going to wake up feeling remarkably different. The crushing weight that used to sit on your chest is completely gone. You will breathe in the fresh air and feel absolute total peace. The loud anxiety in your mind has finally been silenced for good, because you stopped trying to force the universe to bend to your anxious will. You finally surrendered to the divine flow. You no longer have to chase down every opportunity in complete exhaustion. Your powerful new frequency acts like a cosmic magnet for absolute abundance. The beautiful things meant for you are actively finding their way to you today, while the tightly sealed doors are quietly loosening on their hinges right now. You simply step forward in faith and watch them easily swing open. Your presence alone commands the atmosphere. For the chosen one whose spirit deeply confirmed what was described earlier, the specific frequency tool remains available in the description and pinned comment below. It is waiting there for those whose spirit already said a confident yes, and the path is totally open for anyone who is ready to claim it. That is the absolute last time it will be mentioned today. What follows right now belongs entirely to your deep ceiling. You are walking into a brand new era of unshakable spiritual boundaries. You will never again shrink yourself to make small minds feel comfortable. When they try to pull you back into their dark drama, you will smile. You will gently walk away because their low frequency cannot reach you anymore, and you are fully protected by a thick, invisible shield of divine, radiant light. Their negative energy simply bounces off you. Everything your complicated family called a dark curse is permanently broken today. You successfully became the brave cycle breaker they desperately needed you to be, but you are no longer obligated to carry them on your tired back. You handed their heavy burdens back to them where they rightfully belong, so you are completely free to build the beautiful, abundant life you always deserved. The massive generational debt is paid. Your daily life will soon feel completely enchanted and miraculously easy. You will experience strange synchronicities and wonderful coincidences every single day. People will look at your rapid success and wonder what your secret formula is. But you know that your only secret was finally surrendering to your true identity, and you stopped fighting your own brilliant nature to let your power rise. You are a frequency master. Do not ever apologize for the massive spiritual weight you carry today. You were beautifully designed by the Creator to carry this exact profound assignment. When you speak your truth, the entire room will naturally go silent to listen. They will feel the heavy authority vibrating in every single word you say, because you do not need any formal worldly credentials to validate your holy calling. Heaven already stamped your divine approval. That lonely little child inside you is finally safe and completely loved. You successfully protected them from the harsh storms of the cruel modern world. You can finally tell them that the long, exhausting war is completely over. They do not have to hide their brilliant magic in the dark anymore, and it is incredibly safe to come out and play in the warm, glowing sunlight. The dark, scary shadows have totally disappeared. Everything you endured was quietly preparing you for this exact, victorious moment. The lonely nights and the bitter tears were absolutely never wasted on you. They were the expensive spiritual currency required to buy your total freedom. You are deeply loved, and you are fiercely protected by the entire universe, so you must realize that you are exactly where you are supposed to be today. The massive waiting room is closed. I am sealing this profound message over your spirit right now. Let this powerful truth settle deep into the very marrow of your bones. No weapon formed against your rising frequency will ever prosper or succeed. The heavy spiritual attacks against your life are malfunctioning and completely breaking down because you are totally untouchable on a plane they simply cannot access. Your pure light is absolutely blinding. Before you close this video, gently press the like button today. Do this so this vital blessing can reach someone else who needs hope. Share this message with someone who has also been called too sensitive. They need to know that their deep sensitivity is actually a powerful weapon, and they need this confirmation to finally stop hiding their light. Subscribe and turn on notifications right now. Type yes in the comments below if you receive this word. Let that simple action be your signature on this new spiritual contract. Go forward today with absolute confidence in your beautiful divine heart. Your incredible breakthrough is not coming because it is already living inside you, and you are finally ready to show the world who you really are. You are the chosen one. I will see you soon.